If you grew up in the 90s like me, you remember real cartoons. And I'm not talking about SpongeBob. I'm talking about real cartoons like Hey Arnold, Cat Dog, stuff like that. The stuff they put on shows today is it's nothing compared to the old stuff. It sucks. And look at Nickelodeon. The only cartoon they show anymore is SpongeBob, and that hasn't been funny since season 3. It's getting sad, really. And every other show is on there is live action. I mean, iCarly, Victorious, Big Time Rush. Those shows suck. Plus, every time they have a new show, the main person has to put out a CD. Nickelodeon doesn't care about their shows anymore. They just want to nickel and dime us for everything that we got. And Cartoon Network is even worse. They're putting out the most horrible shows I have ever seen. I mean, what kind of show is Almost Naked Animals? The show sucks. Why can't they bring back the old stuff? And another thing, I recently watched the last episode of Hey Arnold. Why did they have to end it like that? With the journal, and he runs into the house, and that's the end. There's never another episode, there's not another movie. Why couldn't they do one more episode? Or at least a movie. A TV movie, at least. I'd watch it. I know a lot of you would watch it. I mean, that's a hell of a way to end a series. And, cartoons today suck. I mean, everything has sucked since at least 2003. Cartoon Network's not showing the original stuff anymore, and all the old stuff that we want to see, they won't put it on DVD, and even if they do, they only put 2 episodes on every DVD. That way they can nickel and dime you even more. I mean, shows today are just crap. I mean, with the censorship, and you can't show violence, and it ain't what it used to be. I mean, cartoons used to be able to be cartoons. Cartoons today are PC feel-good pieces of crap. I mean, seriously, you go to your TV right now and look at Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney. You're either going to find a crappy live-action show, a crappy cartoon, or some sort of baby show. Disney has become a baby channel. Disney used to be for everybody. I remember watching Disney every day. I didn't care what it was. At least it wasn't some crappy CG thing. You know what I mean? There's no hope left for these channels. The only time I get to watch my favorite shows are around midnight on Nicktoons when they show all the old good stuff. The 90s truly were all that. I mean, look at all these old shows they can bring back. They have at least 13 years of good shows they can bring back. They don't realize what they're sitting on. They can bring back these shows today and make a lot of money. Because kids today, they haven't seen this stuff. I haven't seen Aw, Real Monsters. They haven't seen Doug. Don't even get me started on Disney Doug. That sucked. That truly, truly sucked. That killed it for me. But they could bring all this back. And think of all the unsold merchandise they have. Think of all the new stuff they could come out with. They have 13 years at least of good shows they could put on TV and make money off of because kids today haven't seen this stuff. And kids today, they need real role models. iCarly, Victorious, those aren't role models. They just found pretty faces to put in stupid shows so people would watch it and buy their CDs and all their crappy merchandise. I mean, at first, iCarly, that was a pretty good idea. It was a show about a web show. it was okay, but now it ain't that great anymore. I mean, it had a good premise. It's just going downhill. But if they were smart, if Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network were smart, they would bring back all those old shows like Time Squad, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Dexter's Laboratory. They need to bring that stuff back. Because, let's face it, they're running out of ideas. I saw an ad for the new Ben 10. I love Ben 10. Some of you may not like it. I like it. I love the original. I thought the newer ones were okay. This new one, it looks like the animation's gonna suck. And the aliens, crappy, watered down versions of everything else combined. I mean, I think it's not gonna do very well. And some shows that were really good on Cartoon Network, like Symbiotic Titan, I thought that was pretty good. It was a giant fighting robot and all this other stuff. And I think maybe it got 10 episodes, and they never showed anything of it again. I mean, I really don't know what to say anymore. These channels just suck so much. You have no idea. If you have not turned on the TV since 2003, you have no idea. I mean, my God, these shows are just so watered down and PC and parent approved. Cartoons could be cartoons. I mean, you could take a cat and a mouse and they could fight with an axe and a fucking plywood board and just go at it. And people would watch that. Nowadays, you got Dora the Explorer. Bull. It's bull. Kids shouldn't be learning Spanish. I mean, it's not like they're going to take over our country. If anything, they should be learning Chinese or Japanese. I mean, they should be learning Japanese. I mean, think about it. When they get older, what are they going to watch? They're going to watch anime. Like a lot of us do. I mean, look at Japan. They have better everything over there. There should be shows that teach kids Japanese instead of Spanish. But what Cartoon Network did that really made me mad is when they got rid of Toonami. And I know a lot of you are thinking right now, Toonami, that used to be the best thing ever. You came home from school, you plopped down on the floor or in your chair a Friday night, and you'd watch Rurouni Kenshin and Cyborg 009 and Dragon Ball Z, Zatch Bell, Bobobo, all the good stuff. Even One Piece, even though 4Kids butchered it so much, it was still a decent show. Not great, but decent enough. And after they took it off the air, they had it online for maybe a month. And then, pow, it's gone. Gone forever. They say they might bring it back. I don't think they are. I don't think they're smart enough to bring it back. I mean, come on, Viacom, Turner, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. Bring the stuff back. Stop with these crappy 15-minute shows and your almost naked animals and your scary squirrels and your iCarlys. That all sucks. I feel sorry for kids today who have to watch this crap. They need a role model. They need something like Keaton and Kel. Okay? That was a good show. They could bring that show back with all new episodes. Right? I mean, it would be the best thing ever. With the coming up with the plans and the schemes and the orange soda. I love orange soda. And I'm always coming up with a crazy scheme to make money. And it never works, and I get in trouble. And then there's the orange soda. I love orange soda too much. And you probably think I'm all crazy and whatnot. I probably am. But you know what? I know good cartoons. You know good cartoons. You know what I'm talking about. They need to bring the 90s back. That was the best time for cartoons. I mean, my God. the stuff they put today, I just can't say any more about it. Flip on your TV, watch Nickelodeon. See how long you can watch Big Time Rush. I personally can't go past 5 minutes. Sure, they have maybe one or two good songs, maybe. But do they need a show? No. They don't. They really don't. There's so much stuff they could bring back. I mean, they have 13, 15 years of stuff in storage that they could use. They wouldn't have to pay new people. They wouldn't have to pay actors. They could just use all their old stuff, their old commercials, their old cartoons, all their unsold merchandise. They could bring back. I mean, midnight to 4 o'clock in the morning, I stay up just so I can watch my old cartoons on Nicktoons. And if you got Bright House, that's channel 144. And, why doesn't this stuff have, if they're not going to bring it back on regular Nickelodeon like they should, at least give it its own channel. It deserves that. It shaped a whole generation. I know those cartoons made me what I am today. And it probably helped you out too. Think about that next time you sit down to watch cartoons. Bye.